All right, Shalom, Shalom, Koholayim, La, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Radash. Double honors to the elders and elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite fauners. And a strong shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Okay? This is your brother, a moth, your eyes from Yahweh, a moth, your eyes from Yahweh. Okay? Coming at y'all with a beautiful, quick hit. The Spirit just jumped on me and just instructed me to just put a real quick lesson on us being brought back to our true nature of being mighty men. Okay, so like here, let me put this on vibrate so let's don't disturb. All right, so like I was saying, the Spirit basically told me to make this lesson, this quick hit, just basically, pull out a few precepts upon precepts, line upon line, here a little, there a little, to basically remind us that we are going to be brought back into our original nature that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai has given us, man. We're going to be mighty men. We're gonna be righteous. We're gonna be balanced, and we're gonna also be like-minded with Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, man. And also, I also want to make a point in this quick hit lesson that everything that is given to us and everything that is done for us is and always will be forever, and even forever. Is always done by Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. So let me stop blabbing. Let's go ahead and sing this beautiful song that only right now the remnant, the hopeful elect knows. And then, once the 2/3 come back in the kingdom, they'll know the song too. All right, but let's go to Judges. Let's go to Judges chapter 15. And I'm just going to get straight to the points. Like I said, this is a quick hit. This ain't going to be no long lesson. This is just a quick hit. So I'm just going to get straight to the points. Okay, so I'm going to start off at Judges chapter 15. I'm going to start at verse 13 and I'm going to end at 16. And they spake unto him, saying, No, but we will bind thee fast and deliver thee into their hand, but surely we will not kill thee. And they bound him with 2 new cords and brought him up from the rock. And when he came unto Lehi, Salaki if I'm saying that wrong, but it's spelled Lehi. And when he came unto Lehi, the Philistines shouted against him, and the Spirit of Yahweh came mightily upon him. And the cords that were upon his arms became as flax that was burnt with fire, and his bands loosened from his hands. And he found a new jawbone of an ass, and put forth his hand and took it, and slew 1,000 men therewith. And Samson said, with the jawbone of an ass, heaps upon heaps, with the jawbones of an ass have I slain 1,000 men. Okay, so we're going to get that nature back, man. Once this kingdom is brought down, okay, once Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai sends his son Yahweh Shai to destroy this kingdom within an hour, and then, the hopeful elect, the 1/3, and in that 1/3, the governing body, the 144,000, that's going to be governing the whole earth with Yahweh Shai and King David. Okay, we are going to be brought back to our original, authentic nature, man. We are going to be mighty men, okay? It's going to be natural to us to be back into this state, man. We had to go through so many captivities, and I believe it's 7. I believe we went through 7 captivities. This is our 7th. And if you are studying, if you take this seriously, you know that 7 is a number of completion. Okay, so after this captivity, we will have no more. Okay, and And when you come into this truth, man, you basically understand why we were punished and why we're going through what we're going through, and why Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai put us through these trials and tribulations, man. Okay? He's basically purifying us and putting us through these captivities and through these chastisements to have us judge righteously, to have us know how to, to do the governing job, man, and to know how to be righteous, man. But let me stop blabbing. Let's go on. Let's go to Isaiah. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 40, and I'm gonna start at verse 29. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might he increase strength. Even the youths shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon Yahweh shall renew their strength, and they shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Okay? And that's beautiful. Okay, so, given that spiritual power, given that new body, when we finally get the say so, the go, I forgot which precept it is, but I think, this wasn't part of the lesson, but that's the Spirit put it in my head. So let me see if I can find it real quick. I think it's in Ezekiel. Like I said, this is gonna be a quick hit. This ain't gonna be too long. I think it's in Ezekiel though. But give me a second, Israel. Bear with me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So once we get to go, this is what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to tell us to do. Ezekiel 25, and we actually want to do this. Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? And we patiently waiting for that day. But let's not get off track. Let's go to Psalms. Let's go to Psalms. Let's see what King David said about Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai giving him the strength to take down his enemies, man. Okay? And this is going to be a long one. We're going to read... Psalms chapter 18. We're going to read verses 28 to 42. 28 to 42. For thou wilt light my candle, Yahweh my power will enlighten my darkness. For by thee have I ran through a troop, and by my power have I leaped over a wall. As for Yahweh, his ways is perfect. The word of Yahweh is tried. He is a buckler to all those that trust in him. For who is Yahweh, save the Lord, or who is a rock, save our power? It is Yahweh that girdeth me with strength, and maketh my way perfect. He maketh my feet like hen's feet, and setteth me upon my high places. He teacheth my hands to war, so that a bow of steel is broken by my arms. Thou hast also given me the shield of thy salvation, and thy right hand have holden me up, and thy gentleness have made me great. Thou hast enlarged my steps up under me, that my feet did not slip. I have pursued mine enemies and overtaken them, neither did I turn again till they were consumed. I have wounded them, that they were not able to rise. They are fallen under my feet. For thou hast girded me with strength unto the battle. Thou hast subdued under me those that rose up against me. Thou hast also given me the necks of mine enemies, that I might destroy them that hate me. They cried, but there was none to save them, even unto Yahweh, but he answered them not. This is beautiful, man. How can how can you not want to come back to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man? Okay? Why do you want to? Why do you? You know, we us men of the Lord that's studying that know, we know why. But like, I don't want to be no daggone no nutsack Israelite, man. I want to get on that chariot the first go around, man. Okay, and I'm doing everything by the Spirit that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai has given me to stay on flame, to keep on doing lessons every day, Yahweh Ratazah, man. Okay, and I think this past week, I think I may have missed one day this week, but I know I've done a lesson daggone near every day this week, man. Okay, and I know one day this week I did 2 lessons. Okay, I'm on fire for this truth, man. I'm not lukewarm, I'm hot. Okay, I fear Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Wah, Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, and I'm not gonna let nobody disrespect the doctrine. I'm not gonna let anybody, belittle it or anything, man. I'm gonna defend it, man, because this is my first love, man. Okay, point blank, period. All right, let's go to let's get some more King David, man. Let's go to 1 Samuel. Let's get some more King David, man. 1 Samuel. All right, this is 1 Samuel chapter 17, and we're gonna start at verse 42 to 51. 1 Samuel chapter 17, starting at 42, ending at 51. And when the Philistines looked upon and saw David, he disdained him, for he was but a youth and ruddy, and of a fair countenance. And the Philistines said unto David, Am I a dog, that thou comest to me with staves? And the Philistine cursed David by his gods. And the Philistine said to David, Come to me, and I will give thy flesh unto the fowls of the air and to the beasts of the field. Okay? Then said David to the Philistine, Thou comest to me with a sword and with a spear and with a shield, but I come to thee in the name of Yahweh of hosts, the power of the armies, the power of the armories of Israel. I gotta read that again, man. Then said David to the Philistine, Thou comest to me with a sword and with a spear and with a shield, but I come to thee in the name of Yahweh of hosts, the power of the armies of Israel, whom thou hast defied. This day will Yahweh deliver thee into my hand, and I will smite thee and take thine head from thee, and I will give the carcasses of the host of the Philistines this day unto the fowls of the air and to the wild beasts of the earth, that all the earth may know that there is a power in Israel. And all this assembly shall know that the Lord Yahweh saveth not with sword and spear, for the battle is Yahweh's, and he will give you into our hands. Let me read that again, man. That's powerful, man. And all this assembly shall know that Yahweh saveth not with sword and spear, for the battle is Yahweh's, and he will give you into our hands. Reading on, man. This is fire, man. And it came to pass, when the Philistines arose and came and drew nigh to meet David, then David hasted and ran towards the army to meet the Philistine. And David put his hand in his bag and took thence a stone and sling it and smote the Philistine in his forehead, that the stone sunk into his forehead, and he fell upon his face to the earth. So David prevailed over the Philistine with a sling and with a stone, and smote the Philistine and slew him, but there was no sword in the hand of David. Therefore David ran and stood upon the Philistine and took his sword and drew it out of the staith. Therefore and slew him, and cut off his head therewith. And when the Philistines saw their champion was dead, they fled. Kol Holayim La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Radash, man. Man, this is powerful, man. This is powerful, man. Okay? This is powerful, man. This is beautiful. We're going to get all this back, man. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai is always going to be with us, man. Okay? I hope y'all paying attention to this, man, because this is beautiful, man. Okay? And you know, I didn't forget about you daughters of Zion, man. Okay, I didn't forget about y'all. Let's go to Judith. Let's go to Judith real quick. Let's see what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai did with Judith to bring down a whole army just by using a woman's beauty to make a heathen weak. Let's go to Judith real quick. I ain't forget about you, daughters of Zion. I ain't forget about y'all. I told y'all I love y'all. Y'all true sisters in this truth. Y'all true sisters. I love y'all, man. I got you. Okay? Let's go to Judith and see what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai did with Judith. Okay? He told the men, you know, just sit back, relax. I'm gonna put a trick on them real quick. I'm gonna show them who I'm with. Okay? Okay. Now, I advise you to read the whole chapter of Judith, but this chapter right here is chapter 13. And furthermore, he used Judith because her husband had passed, you know, and she stayed unmarried. She completely gave her life to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and she was beautiful, man. I mean, she was gorgeous. The way they describe how she looked in the scriptures is like, wow, like she was beautiful, man. It's like, if I'm not mistaken, I think in this same, in Judith's store, when she was walking, they was having a battle, and they was like literally stopping just to look at her. That's how beautiful she was. Okay? It might be her or somebody else. I'm not too sure. I think it is. But, research what I'm saying. But it's one of these stories, man. It might be Judith, but I'm gonna jump. I'm not gonna read everything. I'm just gonna get straight to the point. So let's go to Judith chapter 13. I'm going to read verse 4 and then I'm going to jump. So this is verse 4 and it reads this. So shall all went forth and none was left in the bedchamber, neither little nor great. Then Judith, standing by his bed, said in her heart, O Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, of all power, look at this present upon the works of my hands, for the exaltation of Jerusalem. Okay, now let's jump down to verse 8. And she smote twice upon his neck. Salakia. Verse 7. Let's go up to verse 7. Salakia. And approached to his bed and took hold of the hair of his heads and said, Strengthen me, O Yahweh, power of Israel this day. And she smote twice upon his neck with all her might, and she took his head from him. She ripped his damn head off. She wrapped her hands around that heathen's head and said, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, give me the power. And just 1, 2, pulled it off. She ain't have no weapon. Okay, let's jump down to verses 10 and 11. And after she did that, she fled. Okay, like I said, y'all can read this, man. I'm not gonna go through the whole chapter into the whole book. Y'all can read this on your own. I suggest you Aquas in the truth, read this, man. This will uplift you, man. Okay. Verse 10, and she put it in her bag of meat, so they twined went together according to their custom unto prayer. And when they passed the camp, they compassed the valley and went to the mountain of Bethulah and came to the gates thereof. So basically, she left the camp that she was at, where the heathen was at, roundabout. You know, they had circled the Israelites where they was at, and she passed the camp and she came up to where her brothers and sisters was at, and afar off she had told them to open the gate because they saw her coming. Okay, verse 11. Then said Judith afar off to the watchman at the gate, Open now the gate. Yahweh, even our power is with us to show his power yet in Jerusalem, and his forces against the enemy, as he have even done this day. Okay, so it's a beautiful story, man. So Yahweh Shem Yahushua basically used Judah to take down a whole army by their captain, man. Okay, so you could furthermore, I'm not going to tell you, I can read that, man. I advise you Aquafs to read Judith, man, in the Apocrypha, man. That's a beautiful story, man. Okay, like I said, I ain't forget y'all, man. You know, this is supposed to be an uplifting lesson, you know what I'm saying? To, you know, to build you more in the faith, man. To let you know that, you know, it's all gonna be worth it in the end, man. It's more to it than just having slaves, having a lot of wives and etc. Man, it's more to this, man. Just than that, man. I mean, that's some of it. Don't get me wrong. That's some of it. We're gonna enjoy it, but we also gonna be at peace, man. Okay. So with that, I hope that was edifying for y'all. So I'm just gonna say, Kol Halayim La Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakach Wa Abad Babal Abad Babal Abad Babal Kwam Yasharala. Shalom. Lord willing, to the next one.